Well, hello. You know, people come from all over the world to ski in Colorado. They go to Aspen, Vail, Breckenridge. But did you know that many people ski in Rocky Mountain National Park as well, even though there isn't a single lift? However, there used to be ski lifts in Rocky Mountain National Park. From 1955 to 1991, there was actually a ski resort with lifts. It was here at Hidden Valley, just off of Trail Ridge Road. In the early years, they had T-bars and ropes to get people up the smaller hills, and then old buses that would drive people further up Trail Ridge Road so they could ski down the higher slopes. Later, they installed a double chairlift. The Hidden Valley ski area was popular with people from Estes Park and the nearby towns such as Loveland and Fort Collins. However, at the end of 1991, it was closed and allowed to return back to its natural state. Despite the closure of the Hidden Valley Ski Resort, people continue to ski here. Backcountry skiing in Hidden Valley and in other parts of Rocky Mountain National Park has become quite popular. The difference nowadays is that skiers have to make their own way up to the top of the mountain. So how do skiers get to the top of the mountain without a chairlift? You might think that they have to hike to the top carrying their skis, but the truth is they have a more elegant solution. Backcountry skiers use special equipment that makes it possible to ski up the mountain as well as down the mountain. The main secret to this is what are called skins. Skins are like thin carpet that adheres to the bottom of the skis. One side has thousands of tiny bristles and the other side is very sticky and grabs onto the bottom of the ski. Now, if you look closely at the skins, you'll see that all of those bristles are directed backwards. This allows the ski to glide forward over the snow, but not back. The skins are able to grip onto the snow, allowing the skier to actually ski up the mountain. Now, the other important component that makes this possible are the unique bindings. Backcountry skiers use special bindings that attach only their toes to the skis when they ski up the mountain. They even have heel risers for when the slope gets quite steep. Now, having only the toe connected to the ski makes it look a lot like cross-country skiing. However, one of the things that makes it different from that is that when it comes time to ski back down, they can lock down their heel to the ski, making it look more like a downhill ski. This allows them to ski down the mountain with full control of their skis, unlike if you tried to ski down a mountain on cross-country skis. Now, the skis themselves look a lot like the ones you get at a ski resort, but you'll find that they're much lighter and often much wider as well. Many of them are considerably wider than this ski, allowing them to float better on deep powder. Now, the lightness of the ski is ideal for getting you up the mountain. The other difference is the boots that we use. These are very lightweight compared to the standard downhill boot. They're designed to be very flexible and make it much easier to ski up a mountain, but then they can be locked down and be rigid like a ski resort boot when it comes time to go down the mountain. Backcountry skiing is a lot of fun, but it is a very different world from resort skiing. There's a lot you need to be aware of and prepared for. Obviously, there is no chalet out there to warm up or get food. You're pretty much on your own out in the mountains. You also need to be in very good shape to get yourself up to the top of the mountain with all of that gear. Also, there is no ski patrol out there, so you are on your own and have to plan for what you're going to do if someone is injured while skiing. There are no official trails, so while you're up on the mountain, you're going to have to navigate yourself and find your way through the snowy wilderness, and at times that can get challenging. Another thing you need to be very prepared for is the varied snow and terrain. During my first years here, I really struggled with this. You may start skiing up above tree line and then find it to be nearly solid ice with exposed rocks. Then as you make your way down the mountain, it may instantly turn to soft powder. Then it'll change quickly to thick, crusty snow that you break through. Skiing each of these conditions is very different and each is challenging, and yet you may experience radical changes in the type of snow you face in just a minute or two. You also need to be ready for unexpected trees, boulders, tree wells, cliffs, and lots of rocks beneath the snow. Another challenge are the high winds of Rocky Mountain National Park, which can not only drop the temperature rapidly, but often creates whiteout conditions. However, the major challenge that all backcountry skiers face is that of avalanches. Every year, backcountry skiers die in Colorado due to avalanches. Colorado is known throughout the world for its unstable snow and its tendency to avalanche. So, you firstly need avalanche education. You need to be able to read a slope and recognize its dangers. You're going to need to be able to assess the stability of the snowpack, and that's going to vary from day to day. And you're going to need to know what to do if the worst happens. Be sure to bring avalanche equipment with you: a helmet, a beacon, a probing pole, a shovel, possibly an airbag, as well as companions who know what they're doing out in the mountains and have been properly trained. You're also going to want to have the latest avalanche forecast from the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. I'll put that in the links below. Now, with all of these challenges, backcountry skiing is not to be taken lightly. It is a very different type of skiing than resort skiing and requires considerable skiing skills plus a great deal of additional knowledge. Now, before you consider getting started in backcountry skiing, I recommend that you're first able to ski black runs at the resorts without difficulty to help ensure that you're able to handle the diverse and challenging terrain you're going to find here in the wilderness. I then recommend that you start backcountry skiing with the help of a ski guide who can introduce you to some of the challenges you're likely to encounter, as well as how to safely ski this terrain. These ski guides will also be able to begin to introduce you to the basics of avalanche safety. You can find a guide and even take an avalanche course with KMAC guides here in Estes Park or with the Colorado Mountain School. I'll put a link to both of them in the show notes below. Now, if you're already a skilled backcountry skier, then you can rent all the equipment you need, from boots and skis to avalanche equipment, from the Estes Park Mountain Shop. Now, once you've learned the basics for safety and know how to ski this type of terrain, then you'll find a number of great ski opportunities in Hidden Valley. You can even go online and find some of the old ski maps. Just be aware that new trees are growing up on these slopes as they return back to the wild. Now, the main ski run actually crosses right over Trail Ridge Road, though it's usually buried under the snow until the plows arrive in May. Now, I find that it normally takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to ski from the parking lot up to the tundra, and then just 15 minutes to ski back down. Now, most people stick around at the top end and do a few laps up there before heading back to the parking area. Now, another popular place to ski is the area known as the Banana Bowls on the north side of Flat Top Mountain. This area is accessed from Bear Lake. It's about a 1.5-mile ski up the Fern Lake Trail. There's one main slope here, as well as some skiing in the trees, known as the Rock Garden, due to all the rocks under the snow, and that can really make a mess of your skis if you're not careful. There are also many other great places to ski in the park, but most of them require even more advanced skills. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very brief introduction to the world of backcountry skiing. It's certainly not for everyone, but if you are already an avid and accomplished skier in very good physical condition, you may want to hire a guide and give it a try. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know and consider subscribing. I'll see all of you in the next video. To help you prepare for your visit to Rocky Mountain National Park, visit my website, rockymountainnationalpark.com. For hiking guides, calendars, coffee table books, and more, visit rockytrailpress.com. And when you arrive, be sure and stop by my gallery in downtown Estes Park. It's called Images of RMNP.